go. Morten back out against SoloMan, and please, please defend the graveyard.
Bar barrel cycle for Morten, left-hand lane, cage in response.
A lot of Goblin Cage today. I'd love to see the number of times we saw Goblin Cage this evening.
Yeah, it's been, especially, yeah, in this match in particular.
Like 80% of games, it feels like, or even more.
I'm going to call this right now, Andrew. If SoloMan loses this game, it's Graveyard Game 3.
And there's the poison. So clearly everyone is listening to us, which is, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Send the checks to... Here we go. Baby Dragon in response. Lava Hound down. Or SoloMan.
And Morten going hyper aggressive once he sees that 7 elixir coming out. Doesn't have poison in cycle to get on top of those skeleton dragons, but that's okay. He's got a lot of damage in with the skellies. You're going to have the baby dragon keeping the skeleton dragons at bay as well. Just needing to get the hunter on top of that lava hound.
And this actually works out nicely for him, Andrew, that he didn't really want to play or need to play the poison there, because now if he wants to, oh, not enough elixir for it, never mind, would have had an opportunity there to stop the bleeding, but instead that flying machine comes in and gets all over that left-hand tower.
Wow. And you know what? I got to say, I'm wondering if WEDGM were like, okay, we have done enough work with the graveyard. You know that they're going to maybe want to defend it now. And if you look at what Morten has here, he's got a good amount of high DPS from the hunter. He's also running his own graveyard deck with high defensive capabilities and poison. Maybe SoloMan, WEDGM, and crew decided to go, all right, let's run something a bit different now.
An elite score there on the left-hand side as we go into the final minute of regulation play. Lava Hound sets up on the left-hand lane. It really feels right now, Andrew, like SK Gaming's getting outpicked in these matchups.
Yeah, I wouldn't even, and I think that's the perfect word to use. It's not really outplayed, it's just outpicked when you talk about decks. And that time the poison right where Morten needed it, and now cycling those skellies early to pick up that flying machine. However, a little too early, that flying machine not in range of the tower.
Again, that range is absolutely so deceptive, and here we go. Maybe pulls the trigger on poison here with the barbarians on tower.
Ooh, those skellies really piling up for Morten, bringing that down below 1,000 HP.
Decides to hold on here, and now poison played on defense. Will that get enough ticks to pop the pups when they come out?
Baby Dragon comes down just in time, and that should do it unless those barbs go to town. Ooh, wow.
This I am riveted right now, Andrew. You can't see, my posture is different. I am just dialed all the way in because it feels like we are hanging on a pin right now.
I know. I mean, this is exactly the type of gameplay you want to see out of both of these guys. Not really making a lot of mistakes, making new innovations to their offense every single time, changing up their defense. Patience in spades, but right now, Morten having a lot of trouble dealing with those flying machines.
Yeah, well, that's been a story of the day as well. Flying machine, and here we go. Graveyard in.
I like that. Oh, and look at that. Barb barrel waiting for the barbs. This could be a big moment for Morten. Baby Dragon getting tanked for by the skellies. High Goblin Cage to catch.
Really, really well defended there by SoloMan. That felt like that could have been an absolute disaster. Instead, able to hold on there is the WEDGM player, now behind by just 72 HP.
Yeah, there's been a couple moments on both sides of the board where it feels like any lesser player would have already lost. SoloMan and Morten really just going back and forth here and not really making a lot of mistakes on either side.
Skeletons to protect the hunter. Miner will go right into the tower. Graveyard in, Barb Barrel trying to tank for it, not going to happen. And this might be it.
131, 64, poison in. Does he have the 26 HP remaining on the tower?
Ooh, Morten wins it by a hair, 26 HP. And